Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this is probably lopsided. I wanted to do a quick reading in the car because I have a lot of places to get to, and I realized doing these car readings is going to feel a lot more a lot more convenient. I'll be able to pump out more videos when I'm in the car. So we only have three piles today. So how do people view you? This was inspired actually by one of my clients. They wanted to know how people viewed them, and I'm like, you know what, let me do this as a collective reading. So we have three piles. Pile one is emotions. Don't know if you guys can see that. Emotions. Pile two is intentions. And pile three is one. I know you guys prefer it when everything is lined up, but it is what it is. So pile one is emotions. Pile two is intentions. Pile three is one. I don't know if you guys can see that. You're just gonna have to bear with me, guys. Sorry. I just want to say massive thank you to each and every one of you who has supported me on this journey in the pageant. I'm not queen, but I'm very grateful to be part of the experience. I've never done a pageant before, so now I feel like it's unlocked a new side of me, which I'm really, really grateful for. I do have a music video that I did with Majesty Kingdom called Slytherin Remix. Feel free to show me some love on that. The link is in the description. Drop a comment, helps with engagement. It's free, you know, it doesn't take much to support, so please do. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna start. Pile one. Oh yeah, I don't have the pile time right now. Pile one is emotions. This is going to be like a quick car reading. So you guys got emotions, we have travel, and we have bored. Then we have intelligent. And then we have from tarot the 6 and the 7 of wands. So how are people currently viewing you? People are viewing you guys as someone who is quite successful or quite well liked. Okay, you may not feel that way. You may feel like, successful, I don't know about that, Gemini Empress. Well liked, I don't know about that, Gemini Empress. I just be keeping to myself. But I think it's like a quiet level of acknowledgement. You guys could be the type that is successful in your own right, but it's not like you go out of your way to be like, this is what I've achieved. And it's not like, well, it's not like common knowledge. You guys could be doing well for yourself, and this could be between the people that you're around, or your family members, or the people around you. Because when I do these readings as in how do people view you, it doesn't mean like it's the world, you know. It could just be like within your friendship circle, could be within your family space. But people feel like you have a good head on your shoulders. A lot of people do give you your flowers and respect you and acknowledge you. But you could be someone who's destined for success or is in their peak of success, okay? But you're well liked. So even if people don't give you your flowers and go out of their way to tell you, oh, you're doing an amazing job, oh, we feel like this is happening for you, like we're so proud of you, people feel this way. They may not voice it, but they feel this way, okay? We do have the 7 of wands though. This energy is more of like, you guys work really hard. So anything that you have achieved in your life, again, define success. That looks different to everyone. But anything that you have achieved in your life, people acknowledge that it's come from you and you alone. You haven't had the help. You haven't had someone hand it to you. Some people may not want to acknowledge the hard work that you have put into things, and that's just their ego. It's because they themselves have not achieved the things you've achieved. So they want to justify it by saying, oh, it was handed to them. You've worked your ass off, and maybe you don't brag about, oh, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. On the outside, it looks like everything's handed to you. But people may not always know the inner work of what you've done. But the right people have acknowledged that what's done is done. You know, that you yourself have worked really hard and you've persevered. You people, people see you guys as tunnel visioned. So if you're fixated on something, you ignore everything else and you fixate on that one thing. And that is another indicator as to how people feel like why things work out in your favor. Some people are convinced that everything always works out in your favor, and it may not be the case. You may be like, no, I take some L's here and there. No, things don't always work out for me, but you know, I get back and I try again. So people acknowledge that. They see you as very blessed, okay? A lot of people have nice things to say about you. It's rarely negative. Some people may say that you're stubborn and that you're very like, you ignore the other things that's going on in your life because of how stubborn you are and fixated on whatever you got going on, okay? But it's not a bad thing. People also would say that you're intelligent. We do have forgiveness in the back. So people do acknowledge the humility that you have. If someone has done something wrong to you, you do go out of your way to basically apologize and go out of your way to rectify things or accept where you've gone wrong. But at the same time, it's more of a case of like, you're never afraid to be the person who's a bigger hand. So people are surprised by your humility because in their eyes, they may feel like you have a lot of things going well for you. But at the same time, you can acknowledge that, okay, I may not always be right. And this is what, and people feel like that's a rare trait. Not everyone can admit where they go wrong. So not everyone finds I'm sorry easy to say, but you're also very intelligent. You have a demeanor of class. So if something doesn't pan out the way you want it to, or you get something wrong, you can understand and see the error in that and rectify it. And people see you in that light of humility. And they feel like this trait is very rare to have, especially if you have achieved a lot, okay? We have travel here. So some people see you as someone who's always on the go, whether it's me traveling to another country or you just always have errands to run. There's always something you're doing, okay? You guys could be like me that has ADHD, but it's like you're always doing something. Or you're always on the road, okay? You're always moving fast because travel could be progression as well, okay? But in the back, we do have bored. So you may get bored of things quickly, or you try something and then you're like, okay, I'm no longer aligned for this, so let me try this instead. Like, you're never afraid to start new things again. So because you guys chose emotions, people may see you as someone who you're driven by emotions. So you will try something new because you feel intuitively or emotionally drawn to it. And then in the midst of it, you're just kind of like, okay, now I feel like doing this. It feels like you could be a little bit impulsive, okay? Or just like you're driven by your emotion. If you feel like doing something, you're just gonna do it. You're not gonna think about the ifs and the whens and whether you should. Like, you do things based upon how you feel, okay? So this is also coming up as sensitive. So some people view you in a way where you're very sensitive. Not in a way where like you're a crybaby. I mean, you could be, but in a way where it's like you are moved by things. Things do impact you, even if you don't express it. Because for some people, they may not see you in your vulnerable state, but they know that certain things do impact you enough for you to want to say something or do something. Or create something even. So people do acknowledge the sensitivity. People feel like deep down you're a softie as well. So you may come off as a hard shell, but people know you have a big heart and you do care about people, okay? I feel like I've parked a bit too far away, but my car is charging right now, so I can't really like do the most, you know? But that's what I'm getting for part number 1. I'm gonna move on to part number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99, okay? Part 2 is intention. Okay, so we have protection. We have beautiful. But in the back we have ugly. And then we have the 10 of Swords, which is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I almost forgot what they were. So how are people viewing you? People are staring at me do this reading, by the way, because like I feel like I've parked a bit too far. And my driving's a little bit rusty, if I'm going to be honest with you. But my car's charging, so I can't even move it until it's charged enough to actually move the car. But anyways, okay, I don't know if you guys saw that. How are people viewing you? They see you as someone who's well-intentioned. You guys did choose intention. You guys are very good at manifesting things. When you set your mind and goal into something with your full focus, you always achieve it. Even if it's not in the right time frame of when you wanted to achieve it, you always end up achieving it in the end. So you're well-intentioned. I feel like with this ugly, I feel like people have known that you've gone through really bad things in your life, and they've seen you at your worst, or they've seen you when things have not been panning out for you, but you've had a glow up. You rise from every single challenge you go through. You turn pain into power. Ugly into beautiful. But this could also be subjective. Maybe there's some people, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. Maybe there's some people that find you ugly. There's some people that feel like, yeah, well, I don't think Pile 2's that great. But then there are other people who feel like, oh my God, Pile 2's the most gorgeous, most handsome person I've ever met. You know? It's like people debate on how you look, you know? And maybe you change things up. But the thing is, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the things, you are motivated by pain. That's what I'm getting. Because with this 10 of Swords, you are motivated by pain. Whenever you go through something, you don't just sit and cry about it. You're like, you know what? I'm going to use this to elevate. I'm going to use this to really, really like make the most out of my life. I'm going to take everything I've learned from this and I'm going to do this and do this. And you end up doing something amazing. People find you very beautiful, okay? Inside and out. But you guys also got protection. So because of what you've gone through, people feel like you have a guard up. People feel like you're very selective. So everything you do comes with intention. If you are friends with someone, it's for a reason. It's like, this person has good morals, good value. I'm only friends with this person because I can see this and this and this and this is compatible with me. This aligns with me. Like everything you do is intentioned. So even your relationships, you're not going to just choose someone because, oh, they're cute or, oh, the vibes are great. You're like, no, I chose this person for this, this, and this, and this. Like everything you do has an intention. You're very selective. You don't surround yourself with people who are superficial. You don't surround yourself with people that you know are going to be a problem in your life. You are very selective even with your time. You don't give your time easily to everyone. People have to fight for it. Okay. But you also, when it comes to the things that you believe in strongly, it's like you're very selective. Okay. So you have a guard up. Some people don't get to see this side to you. But people can tell you've gone through something because like you have a tough exterior. Okay. With this Queen of Wands energy, you are very driven and you take initiative when you need to. But again, if you don't want to do something, no one's going to make you do it. Okay. Very fierce, well-intentioned. You guys always stick to the script. No one can take you off course. You stick to exactly what you have your mindset on, and no one can tell you anything else. People respect that. But yeah, people know that you've gone through some things, okay? People feel like you've gone through betrayal, and people can understand why people would betray you because you're very kind. Or maybe you have been very kind, but you also have a lot of things that people would envy. So it's kind of like you could be on your guard a lot. So you could come across as very quiet, very sharp, very fierce. Like you know how to be kind and respectful towards other people, but you're very selective who really gets to see the warmth, like the real you, like the unmasked version of you, okay? That is how people are viewing you, okay? I'm gonna move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, email me and join my membership, which is £2.99, okay? Last pile, 1. You guys chose 1. Pile number 3. We have Healer. We have I Want to Talk to You. And we have the 4 of Pentacles, which is Earth sign energy. And then we have the Page of Wands, which is fire sign energy. I don't know if you guys can see that. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So how do people view you? People view you as very connected. You have a knack for understanding people. People feel very warm with you. They feel like you get them, you understand them. You can connect with anyone and everyone. And that doesn't mean you're extroverted and you're social and you're friends with the whole world. But people feel like you understand them on a deeper level. And that's why people want to open up to you. You could be an empath. A lot of people feel very safe telling you things and opening up to you. I hope this is charging enough. It's gonna take a while. Okay, anyways, yeah, because we have healer. So you guys could have Cancer in your chart, because that's what I think of when I think of healers. I think of like Cancerians because they're very sweet. I feel like I find it easy to open up to Cancers. They have a warmth to them. They're very nurturing, okay? But you don't have to be a Cancer. But yeah, with this healer energy, like people feel like you are very kind, you're very warm, you're very empathetic, you're understanding. Talking to you feels like therapy. People feel very healed in your presence, okay? You guys got I Want to Talk to You. So you're someone who people find it easy to connect with you. They really do. You could read people's minds. Like you could mention things that make people feel like, how did you know that? How did you know I was feeling that? You could message people and be like, are you okay? They're like, how did you know that I was feeling this way? For some strange reason, like you just give really warmth energy and people feel your genuinity. But the sad part I'm getting is some people have taken advantage of this before in your life. And I'm so sorry if that's the case, you know? But your reputation is kind, nurturing, and caring. And some people may feel bad for you because they know that when you're like that, people do take advantage, okay? But yeah, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting here is you guys could be very shy, okay? You're not very open with people. You don't go out of your way to talk to everyone, but people find their way to talk to you, okay? You could be very protective of the people you love. I'm getting possessive even. Well, when it comes to the people you love, oh, pile 3, you don't play. You don't play, okay? You keep things to yourself, and you guys may have a knack for repressing your emotions. So you don't mind taking on the burdens of other people's emotions and caring about other people, but when it comes to your emotions, you're not always open about it. If you feel sad, you may not go out of your way to cry in front of people or be vulnerable. You're very like, let me keep this to myself. So it leaves people wondering like, are you genuinely okay? You're always checking up on everyone. Are you okay? You know? But you're very possessive. So it's like the people that you love, you don't play about them, and you're like, You guys could be the type where it's just like, no new friends. Like, I will be nice to you, but like you can't join our circle right now. Okay, if you have a friendship circle, that is. But we have the Page of Wands, so you guys are very inspirational. A lot of people feel like you have so much to offer this world. You have so much to offer people in their lives. Like you enhance people's lives just being in it. You make people feel really good. You know how to uplift people, and people feel like you yourself don't get your flowers. They kind of feel like you're such a sweetheart, like you're a cheerleader. You're always supportive of other people, and it's like some people wish that you'd get that same level of support back, you know. But with this Page of Wands energy, it's like you do uplift people, you do inspire people. You know the right things to tell people to make them feel good, to make them feel seen, to make them feel heard. Okay. And that's what people really love about you. That's how people view you, honestly. Like, it seems really positive. But the people that, like, are not the best, you can kind of sense when someone's not good for you. You're very selective with your energy with them. Like, you kind of, like you go back into your shell when you don't trust people. Like, if someone is giving you a vibe where you're like, I don't really trust them, you go back into your shell. You're not as open with them. You're like, I'm shy. I forgot how to communicate. But the truth is, you're just like, it takes me a while to open up, okay? But that's what makes me think of the crab. That's why I was thinking of Cancer. My best friend's like that. Anyways, I'm gonna end that one there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. If you want to join my membership, my starting tier is at £2.99. Okay, bye guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is for my members only. Have to do this reading because I'm actually in a rush. I need to get to somewhere at this time, but I'm like, you know what, I actually have the privacy to do my readings in the car, because usually I just at home, you guys hear the background noise, the crying of my kids. So I'm like, this is the only time I get. My fiance is with the kids. So all right, so pile 1 and pile 2 and pile 3. We have 3 piles today. Okay, so pile 1 we have Mask. Pile 2 we have Resolution. And pile 3 we have Modern. Oh, sorry. I don't know which order that looks like on camera because it can be reversed. But pile 1 is meant to be Mask and pile 3 is meant to be Modern. So get a good feel of them. And yeah, pretty much. So I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you. You guys mean the world to me. And I'm gonna start. So for pile 1, you guys chose Mask. Okay, you also have Strength, which is Leo. Then you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then you have Confirmation. And then you have Birth. For some of you, someone could be getting baptized. And someone could also be giving birth. Okay, for some of you. In the month of October, okay? Someone could be having a confirmation of the religion, but it doesn't have to be that. But for some of you, it's something else. I'm getting with the Mask, you guys this month, I feel like you're going to be keeping things to yourself. I feel like you may not feel like you can trust everyone in your life or someone specifically, so you're going to be keeping things to yourself. You could be entering a new environment and you're just going to be keeping things under wraps, kind of being superficial, surface level with people, but not really allowing them in. Repressing emotions, I'm getting, especially with the Strength card. You guys are going to be going through something, not something catastrophic, but you could be feeling a lot of things, but you're not really going to be voicing them or sharing them with people. I feel like you guys financially are going to feel like you're handling the burdens alone right now, just kind of like keeping to yourself, taking care of your finances. You guys could actually experience an increase in finances, whether it be someone sent you money or you earned an extra shift, whatever it may be. But I feel like you're not really going to be like loud about it, whatever. You're going to be keeping quiet when it comes to whatever you got going on. I feel like you guys could sense something is